2022 Reading Challenge. These are the books I read for this year's Reading Challenge. In January, I read Morningside Heights by Joshua Henkin. This is a new author for me in 2022. This follows the relationship between Prue and Spence in New York City. In February, I read Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. This book was published in February 13, 2007. Judas Coyne purchased a suit that belongs to a dead man. His ghost is also attached to this suit and follows him everywhere. In March, I read Daring to Dream by Nora Roberts. This is the first book in the Dream trilogy. This book focuses on Margot Sullivan, the housekeeper's daughter that lived at Templeton House. In April, I read The Shining by Stephen King. The paperback version contains over 650 pages. Jack Torrance is the caretaker at the Overlook Hotel, where sinister forces lurk inside. In May, I read Dragonwell Dead by Laura Child. In this cozy mystery, someone is found dead during the spring plantation ramble. This is the 8th book in the Tea Shop Mystery series. In June, I read The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. In London, England, a man uses a machine to travel through time. This is a work of science fiction. In July, I read Murder Beyond the Grave by James Patterson. Murder Beyond the Grave and Murder in Paradise are two stories based on true crime. In August, I read Laced by Carol Higgins Clark. While staying at the Hennessy Castle, Jack and Regan Riley are on their honeymoon. An antique tablecloth is stolen from the hotel, and Jack and Regan are there to help to solve the crime. The reading prompt for September is to read a book about inventions and inventors. I chose The Crayola Man by Natasha Bebo. This is a true story about how Crayola crayons are created. In October, I read It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown by Charles M. Schulz. In this story, Linus gives up trick-or-treating. He sits in the pumpkin patch to wait for the great pumpkin. In November, I read I Really Needed This Today. Words to Live By Hoda Kotb. This is a collection of 365 quotes and sayings for inspiration throughout the year. In December, I read The Christmas Swap by Melody Carlson. In the hardcover version, there are 176 pages. The Landers family in Arizona and the Prescott family in Colorado decides to switch houses for the holidays.